song starts on an A flat triad, and what we're trying to do here is I'm trying to come up with some different ways of trying to get this A flat triad. I know this is a tough mandolin key here, but I'm trying to get this triad to ring out in a specific way. So one of the ways we could do it, is probably the easiest, is to just play the triad, the 1, the 3rd, and the perfect 5th, the major 3rd and the perfect 5th on the 6th fret of the D string, the 3rd fret of the A, and the 6th fret of the A. So we have, now this sounds good. We could also try to play this so each of the notes cascades over each other. Now this is definitely a stretch, but depending on what you're going for, it may be worth it. So I'm playing the A flat up on the 13th fret, and I'm playing, so instead of this A flat, I'm playing it up here with my pinky. Now I'm playing the 3rd of the chord on the 10th fret of the D. Now I'm stretching my first finger to play that E flat back on that 6th fret. So this is just your 1, 3, 5 as if you would play it on a piano. But on the mandolin, depending on the key, this can be really tricky. But this kind of gives it, so it gives it a nice vibe because each note can ring out as much as they do in a mandolin. Now, on the electric, that would really ring. This still sounds pretty cool. Now, because this is such an easy chord on piano, this really basically gets used a lot. So this is nice to be able to, sometimes you just want to double a sound on a mandolin with other members of the band. And this, even though it's hard, can be the perfect choice, even though it's a stretch. Or you can arpeggiate it. I'm just dropping that same shape down to the E flat note, which is on the 8th fret of the G string. And then I'm playing with my 2nd finger, I'm playing the 5th fret, the G, and then the B flat on that A note. Now I could also just take my E flat, which is 1, 5, 1 on the D and A string. That sounds really good too. So that would be pretty cool option there. We could also play that E flat on the 8th fret, the 5th fret, and then the 8th fret of the D. So we have 8, E flat, C, and then the E flat. Excuse me, the B flat. So we have 3 different ways of playing this. What we want to do as an arranger is figure out which one of these really works, like sits into the mix of the people you're playing with. Unfortunately, sometimes that means it could be kind of complicated fingering, but it's often worth it. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is look at this next part, which is a B flat chord. And now we can't move this shape, this stretched out shape, to lower. And if you listen to the song, this melody it's descending and then it goes back up to the C minor. So to me, in terms of the arrangement, I don't want to have that jump up an octave. I sort of want to keep that musical statement of going down, descending, and then ascending for the final chord. So I decided to keep this B flat, even though it's not a spread triad. I'm just arpeggiating it, so that's the B flat, the open D, and then the F on the 3rd fret of the D. Now I'm ascending like the song to the C minor, and I'm playing the C, the E flat, and the G, 5th fret, 1st fret, 5th fret, twice. Now there's a million ways you can do this, but I like that flow, so it's going to sound like this. Now when we go to, now the chords of this song are in the key of A flat, which is mandolin player's dream here. What we're going to do is we're going to bar the first 2 frets for those strings, play the C on the 3rd fret of the A and the 4th fret of the E. But I'm really emphasizing the power chord of the perfect 5th. I'm not getting a lot of that high E, so it's gonna sound like this. Now, just to keep this really easy, I'm just going to take my 2nd finger, bring it to the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret, a 2nd degree of the scale of the B flat. I'm going to bar. I'm going to drop my bar from the 1st fret to the middle 2 strings, and I'm going to have my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of that high E. So we have an E flat chord, starting with a perfect 4th, the perfect 5th interval, and the major 6th. So we have, so all together, we have our A flat, going to the 5 chord. Now we're going to take that A flat position and move it up to a major 2 chord. Usually 2 chords in a major key would be minor, but this is hip, it's major. So now we go up to the C minor. Now I'm keeping that exact same shape. You can make a C major shape by taking that B flat, moving it up to the 5th fret, and then just taking the 3rd degree and flattening it to the 6th fret. So instead of the major 3 chord, we're going to that minor 3. So that's 5, 5, 6, 8. So from the top, all right, now the next part of the song is it's just a 2-5-1 progression, which is great. So we go, but it's major 2. So we go to the B flat, to the 5, which is that E flat voicing we've already done, and then to the 1.